Alright. Hover free. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And they are both underway. Oh, and it looks like a level 8 start by accident for Leo. That's fine. Reset and carry on. No problem for me. Let me just do a few adjustments if I can. Or make sure it's consistent. I'm already a little bit high up. I have to do that before doing the adjustments. Oh boy, needs the bar. It's almost bar of death. The bar does come with full DAS. For a Tetris for Hana. Clutch moment. And let me see if I can... it's fine. I don't need to adjust anything. Tetris for Hana. Looks like Leo already has 2 Tetrises on the board. Leo with a nice, lovely, clean stack. Waiting on the bar. It's just not coming. That's about 6 forced burns, now 9 forced burns, due to no bar for Leo. Bar still not there. Bar does finally come after 11 forced burnt lines, which will allow Hana to enjoy a 1 Tetris lead. Tetris for Hana. 1, 2, 6. 36 lines. Tetris for Leo. 110 after 35. Gets the perfect L piece to fill in the L dependency. Finally, the bars are starting to roll in for Leo. No more first forced burns. 44 lines for Hana. 172. Survived a bit of a predicament right at the start of the game, but here we are. We'll be looking at a full game, hopefully. Tetris for both players, nearing at 200,000 each. It was not death that time, indeed. It was not quite at bar of death, but definitely needed good pieces to burn down. Leo, in a bit of a spot of bother, decides to create a long bar dependency in centre of the stack, fairly high up, but gets another bar, sets up a T-spin dependency, gets the T-piece at just the right time, and he's good, but Hana is no longer good, except that long bar comes at the perfect time. Z piece, on the other hand, comes at the worst time possible. Now needs an L piece. It's completely an L dependency. Does not come in time. We'll have to do a few more bursts. Now needs a Z to a T piece. S piece comes instead. Decides to put the long bar to the right. Safest option, but not great in terms of pace. Does manage to burn it out with a double. And as such, after 80 lines, Leo's 1 Tetris ahead with 290. Both players are clean, stacking up nicely. Tetris for Leo. Hana waiting on an L piece, decides against it, just as the L piece did come, having to take 3 burns as a result. But it's now Tetris ready. Just waiting on the bar. Bar comes. Tetris for Hana, 338. Leo's still 1 Tetris ahead. Hana looking for multiple O pieces to the left, gets one of them. Puts a J piece left, takes a Tetris. Just waiting on another J piece or long bar. 2 long bar comes, 3 long bar comes in a row. Really only looking for the first one. Rest are kinda a waste. Tetris for Leo, 110 lines, 435. Starting to increase the lead a little bit. Hana now completely clean. Nice looking stack. Tetris. 4-13. Leo still 1 Tetris ahead. Hana doing an S-tuck. Awkward S-tuck, meaning that 3 force burnt lines are done. Long bar Tetris for Hana. Both players now close to transition. Leo with an exaggerated double well gets the long bar to turn into a Tetris well with no burns. Takes 2 skims. Can take 2 more Tetrises, but will take a triple instead. And probably will burn down transition. Hana does burn down transition. Score of 469. Leo with a score about 480 at transition, scoring a Tetris right into the 19 transitions, and both players are underway. Tetris for Hana, 496. Level 20 for Leo, 543. Still 1 Tetris ahead, arguably, and now more, thanks to a burn sequence that Hana had to go through. Now it's more like 2 Tetrises in the lead. Who will prevail? Nice skim from Hana. Professional. Tetris into 21, 530. Leo looking for a piece to put to left. A G piece would be ideal. Takes a double with an O piece. Puts long bar all the way left. Puts an L piece all the way to the right. All good moves. Nice long bar skim. Excellent dash control from Leo. Excellent quick tap as well. Gets a long bar, gets a Tetris at level 22. 616. Also 616 for Hana at level 22. They are both all of a sudden neck and neck with each other. In the mid game of post transition, it's now down to who blinks first. Whoever blinks first will stand a chance at losing the game. Leo in the meantime, bit dangerous, but gets a long bar. Literally the perfect moment for a dirty center well. Nails a Z spin. Tetris for Hana. 7-10 at 24. Max out pace. Leo just underneath it. Takes a triple. It is now Hana who is ahead in pace. Taking another Tetris at 24. Quick tap for Leo with the long bar. Skim, skim, skim. Long bar comes at the right time for a Tetris. 7-2-8. Leo will have to think about playing aggressive from now on. Nice adjustment to avoid any burns to get the Tetris, and Hana's in serious trouble. It's covered up the well, and that's it. 7-7-4, and Leo already takes it with a Tetris at level 26. It was Hana who blinked first, and therefore loses the first game of the first set. GG's. Just make sure. Is that right? There we go. You have taken the first leg. Leo must take the remaining 3 Tetris to max out. Long bar doesn't come. Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And you're both underway. Leo looking for a Z piece or a T piece to put the left. Does so. Now needs another T piece or Z piece. Gets a T piece. Now looking for S pieces really. Sets up an overhang with a Z piece quite nicely. Gets a Tetris. Hana on the other hand. Once again the same with game number 1. Dangerously high up. Almost has no burn options, but takes a nice double of the L piece. A good bailout. The long bar does come for Tetris number 1 for Hana. And it looks like both players' stacks are stable. Tetris for both players. And just after 20 lines, looks like Leo is already enjoying a 1 Tetris lead. Nice adjustment. Not sure if that was intentional, but it worked out for Leo to set up an O-piece overhang. Hana just waiting on the J-piece or long bar. Both pieces come. Leo with a very nice stack. Just waiting on the long bar. Looks like a drab is forming for him. Long bar does eventually come. 190 after 40 lines. 170 for Hana. Still maintaining that 1 Tetris lead. As Leo is trying to set up a skim. Turns out to not be perfect, but not disastrous as well. As Hana now waiting on a good set of pieces. Those pieces do come at perfect moments. 2 Tetrises in a row for Leo, sending 10 lines of garbage to the opponent. Hana having to put pieces to the right hand side, completely forced. Those 2 O pieces came at a bad time. Needs a J piece. J piece comes. Completely clean now. Long bar comes for a Tetris. Halfway mark for both players to transition. 250 for Hana. 310 for Leo after 69 lines. Maybe think about getting a 600k transition. Maybe. And Hana, burn sequence. And these are not good pieces at all. Especially that S piece as well. Starting to become fairly dangerous. That J piece also comes at an awful time. Needs something to the left. Long bar does go left. S piece was quick tapped. Finally good pieces come. Not that Z piece though. Long bar is a good piece. Opens up the left hand side. Takes a nab at it. Finally, cooperation from the game comes back as the long bar comes for a Tetris. 317. Meantime, Leo, 427 after 93 lines. Over 100,000 points in the lead. Ouch. Leo most certainly will be looking to cruise this all the way to the end to win the first set. 2-0. Both players doing their burns and their Tetrises. Nearing to transition. 20 lines to go. Leo is continuing with the Tetris slam down. Definitely get 600k transition. 566 at 120 lines. 433 for Hana at the same line count. Still over 100,000 points in the lead. In favour of Leo. Might be looking at no compromises stacking from Hana for this post-transition. Especially with that long bar dependency forming. It is not great. Can put something to the left, does so. Opens up the well, long bar comes a good time for Hana and scores the Tetris. Leo in the meantime, 600k at level 19. decides to take a triple. A very safe triple. And it might be fine knowing that it's Hana who has to catch up. Tetris for Hana, 544 at level 21. Tetris for Leo, 666 at 21. This is practically Leo's game to lose if he messes up. Tetris for Hana, 582 at 22. 700,000. Nice L spin from Leo. Just needs to cruise all the way to the end almost. Still over 100,000 points in the lead. Tetris for Hana. Tetris for Leo. Both players at level 23. Lead still at over 100,000 points. Hana could really do the bar. That bar does come for a Tetris. The stack is starting to fall apart a little bit. Not the right pieces. Setting up a dirty center well. Almost falls at this point and misdrops the S-Fix, and that's it. Instant top out. As Leo, you have comfortably won the second leg to win first set. One Tetris to go for a max out. Oh, and chokes it. For set number 2, let's count them down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So, after the first set, Leo takes it 2-0, and will now need to win 2 more sets to take the match. And on the other hand, will still need to win 3 sets. Alright, so both players are underway. And Hana scores the first Tetris. I guess an S spin. And Leo gets the first Tetris after 5 burnt lines. Another Tetris for Leo. As Hana opens up the well to the right hand side, gets the long bar. Gets Tetris. Both players scoring equal number of Tetrises after 20 lines. Leo a little bit awkward at column number 4 and 5. Sets up a column 4 Tetris. Gets the bar almost immediately. And Leo, having to decide where to put the bar, puts in the correct spot in the end. But almost a nasty misdrop. Another column 4 Tetris. It looks like Leo will burn all the way back down to the bottom. 40 lines for both players, 170 each. Nice double skim for Hana. Looking for an L or J. Now only a J. Now getting high up. Barely gets that L over to the right hand side. That Z piece came at the worst time possible. Nice double with the J piece. Needs an S or a T. Still needs an S or a T. Didn't put it to the right. Creates a long bar dependency to the right hand side. Gets the long bar. Now needs an L piece to put to the right. Gets it. Doesn't fill in the dependency. S piece comes at the worst time possible. Z piece comes at the worst time possible. This is okay. J piece comes at the perfect time for Hana. Almost stabilized. There we go. Now just needs an L or J. L piece comes. And Hana survives this dig for a Tetris at 80 lines. Score of 243. Leo, on the other hand, just reaches 300,000 at 77 lines. An early DAS load, the O piece, which will slow him down a bit. But does manage to deal with the issue with no further complications. It's now perfectly clean. Nice adjustment to accommodate for the O piece. Both players scores a Tetris. 330 for Leo. Scores a Tetris. 350. He's about 2 Tetris ahead. Hana on the other hand, this is a Z spin, having to take 4 more spurns. Tetris for Hana, 330. Another Tetris. Lead still at 2 Tetrises in favour of Leo. And is 4 lines behind. 5 lines behind. Both players now getting closer to transition, with Hana being significantly closer, not significantly, notably closer. She will transition first. Tetris for Hana. 2 burns to go to transition, 444 currently. With Leo already surpassing that score, can still get 3 more Tetrises for him. And Hana will score a Tetris into transition score of 468. Leo already at 483 with 3 burnt lines to go. Takes the Tetris, will transition with 508,000 points. And they are both now underway at the level 19 transition. Quite a bit closer to game number 2 of set 1. Still a little bit further away than game number 1 of set 1. Definitely possible, within the realms of possibilities for Hana to outplay Leo. We'll just have to wait and see if that does happen. As Leo, in a spot of bother, gets a T-piece to the left with a quick tap. Gets a very nice triple. Needs something else to the left. Now needs an O piece to the left. Now needs a quick tap something to the left and hits it. I believe that was an 8 high. And Leo's still not out of it. A little high up at 20. Gets a long bar, needs another one ideally, or an L piece. This is getting very dangerous for Leo. Needs very specific pieces. Fails a quick tap of the L to the right hand side. Tops out. 591. And Hana, you're already good. You do not need to chase down. It's 1-0 in favour of you. Exactly what you need. You're both ready. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And they are both underway. Alright, both players. Tetris ready. Number 1 for Hana. Leo just waiting on the bar. It's not coming. Finally does come. After 4 lines, burnt lines. Gets 2 Tetrises. Hana, meantime, number 2. Waiting for a J piece ideally. An S piece will also do. They're not coming yet. An S piece does come. Fails a spin. Which will be extra forced burnt lines, but starts to avoid burning by setting up for a column 8. But if the bar doesn't come, then it's forced burns either way. Hana a little bit high up. Opens up column 8, but left hand side is now in dire straits practically. Has almost no burn options. It's bar or death. It is death. It's 1-1. This game will decide who will take. Who will take the second set? Will Leo be able to cement his advantage by being 2 sets up? Or will Hana even things out to make it 1 set all? This game will decide it. We are both underway. Pretty important game for Hana to win. Alright, Leo having to take a few burns after an awkward start. No Tetrises on the board. Hana did take a Tetris. It is now equally in an awkward board. Could do some good pieces. Oof, ZSZ. Not ideal pieces. Leo, on the other hand, clean out of the situation. And is slamming down the Tetrises. Hana needs a bar. Sets up a dirty column 10 Tetris. Waiting on the bar. Left hand side is now completely gone. It's bar or death once again for Hana. And for the second time, it is death. Leo, just like that, you have taken the second set. Let's get ready for set number 3. Count them down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Hydrate, guys. It's important. Especially at this time of the year. You're in the Northern Hemisphere. Peak summertime. Tetris for both players. Off to a good start. Now might be a good time for me to say that Bendy and Peak Eric, if you are here, now might be a good time to start thinking about getting ready, as this is potentially the last set. But there could still be 3 sets to go. But we need a comeback from Hana. She must win the remaining 3 sets. Leo only needs to take 1 more. Tetris for Leo. Tetris for Hana. Both at nearly 100,000 points. Good start from both players. Nothing else much to say. No early game mishaps or digs. Just good solid 18 play. Hana getting into a bit of a mishap. the first time. Nice series of burns. Now waiting on a J piece ideally. Decided to do it another way. Slightly less efficient, but it works out all the same. For a Tetris. 150 each. Leo taking a Tetris. 170 at 40 lines. Hana just waiting on the bar. Some uncooperative pieces instead. Long bar comes at just the wrong time to fill in the dependency at the left hand side. Opens it up once again. Misdropped an L piece to the left hand side. This is getting a wee bit dangerous. Gets the J piece to the left. Needs an L piece. Now needs a bar. That bar came at literally the perfect moment. If it came any later, there's a significant risk of top out. And Hana is clean. Gets a bar. Gets a Tetris. Leo, on the other hand, these are J piece to the left hand side. Does it with a Z piece and an L piece put to the right. For an alternate solution, O piece comes to the worst time possible. Those three pieces came at the worst time possible. O, Z, O. No placement for any of those. Tries not to block up the right hand side, but eventually forced to. Waiting on the J piece or long bar. Long bar does come. Leo is now clean. Long bar comes for a Tetris. Score checks. 260 for Leo. 283 after 80 lines. 2 lines to go for Hana. See if a Tetris will be scored. Tetris will be scored. After 80 lines. 267 for Hana. Just 1 Tetris behind. Very much able to catch this up at the post-transition, should it go that far. Tetris for Hana. Both player stacks now clean. Some good moves for Leo, setting up those adjustments and tucks. Tetris for him, 100 lines, 360. Hana forced to take a safety triple. Where's the bar? Bar does come. 100 lines, 346 for Hana. Still just 1 Tetris behind. Leo now, a little bit high up, takes a nice single. Long bar comes the right time for a Tetris. Getting close to transition. Leo, okay, gets some good RNG. Bad RNG could have been absolutely awful for Leo, but that does not happen. And both of these players are now tied after 116 lines. About 440 each, with Hana in favour of just a mere triple in pace. Tetris for Hana can still get one more. Leo opens up the right hand side, forced to close up again thanks to an awkward T-piece. Leo is now in serious spot of bother. Gets the long bar at the right time. Opens up the right hand side and really needs this bar sooner rather than later to force his stack down. Takes a triple instead. Now needs a J piece or a long bar. Long bar comes, L piece comes, opens up the right hand side. Long bar comes for a Tetris for Leo. Survives a predicament as Hana already transitioned. Gets to level 20 with 496. Tetris for Leo, 504. Hana now Tetris ready at 20. Taking some safety burns. Sets up a delayed burn with the... Oh, some awful pieces, but the long bar does eventually come. Now Hana has to deal with an almost out of control stack. Needs an O piece select. O piece comes out at the right time. Now needs another O piece. S said S instead. Still surviving. Both players tied until that Tetris from Leo at 22, cementing a lead now of 1 Tetris. Hana finally takes a series of good burns to clean out of the mess, as Leo takes another Tetris at level 23. Both players now Tetrising. 580 at 179 lines. 667 for Leo. Now cementing his lead in game number 1 of set 3. Nearly 100,000 points in the lead. Leo gets a series of long bars at the worst time possible, but gets another sequence of long bars which will allow him to score a Tetris into 25. Stack getting a bit high. Can still have burn options. Takes a nice safety triple to the right hand side. Left hand side a little bit bothersome. Takes more safety burns. 26, 716. Tetris Hana, 708. 709 into 26. They are both now pretty close to each other in terms of pace. That looks like an early dash load by Hana. Takes a Tetris. Separated by just over a triple now. Hana takes that triple. Now separated by only a double. At level 26, now 27 for Leo. 2 S pieces comes. Opens up the right hand. Is this now almost bar of death for Leo? But gets a quick tap to the left hand side. Another long bar does come for Leo to score a Tetris. That was definitely bar of death for him. Tetris hand into 28. 797. They're both neck and neck into level 28. Who will score the Tetrises needed to win, as Leo can't stack up to score a Tetris at level 28? Hana, you have won the first game of the third set. Exactly what you need. And you are 1-0 up. Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, looks like a somewhat awkward start for Hana, having to do a series of duck setups. Finally, hopefully a corporation of piece does come with a triple. Now Hana stacked perfectly clean, gets her first Tetris on the board. Leo, also having to do a few tucks. Gets Tetris. Looks like Tetris number 3 for Leo, now number 4 for Leo. As Hana takes her third Tetris. Must win this set in order to force the match to continue.
Toast.
Leo, having to take a triple after that overhang to the center stack, did not resolve very well.
Toast.
Looks like a lot of overhangs and tucks from both players for this game. But Tetrises are being scored nonetheless. Oh, that was a frame perfect quick tap. No it wasn't. I don't think so. That looks like 11 high, but nails it nonetheless. For Hana on the left hand side. Triple. 44 lines for Leo, 195. Pretty good game. Hana takes Tetris out into 49 lines, 183. Hana getting double J pieces perfectly with a Tetris. Nice overhang to accommodate the O piece from Leo. Left hand side now getting a little bit bothersome. Have to do a few burns. Nice adjustment with the T piece. Guess a Tetris after the long bar comes. Hana has a hole at column number 7. Guess a Tetris. Now has to deal with it. Might just build on top of it. It's a J piece or an S piece. Bails out of it instead. Tetris for Leo, 318, 286 for Hana. So it looks like about a 1.5 Tetris lead for Leo. Hana now, oh, that's a beautiful double from Hana. Completely clean stack now. From a pretty dirty stack to a completely clean stack. All with one piece. What more can you ask for? Takes 2 doubles. Tetris for Hana. However, in terms of pace, Leo has extended his lead by a little bit. Now 3 Tetrises ahead in terms of pace. 2 Tetrises ahead in terms of raw score. But with Hana having to do a few more burns, there's now 3 Tetrises actual in the lead for Leo. Both players now getting close to transition. Just 20 lines to go. Tetris for Leo. 4-4-3 after 110 lines. Maybe think about getting a 550. 415 for Hana. With 3 Tetrises to go. To transition. We'd like to win this game. To end the third set. In her favour. As Leo had to deal with a bit of a spiral stack going on. Takes a triple to bring the stack down. A smart choice. And now we're at the level 19 transition. 465 for Hana. 520 for Leo. Gets a Tetris straight away at level 19. Hana scores a Tetris. Another Tetris for Leo. Into 20. 570. As Hana gets the long bar at the perfect time. With not a good stack at all. Burns all the way down. Nice adjustment to accommodate the L piece. Tetris for both players. 626 for Leo. Absolutely tearing this up. Not slowing down one bit at all. But we'll do a few safety burns to try not to top out, but the long bar does come for a Tetris soon after being Tetris ready. As Hana now Tetris ready. Guess a long bar, guess a Tetris. 592. Leo 688. Just extending his lead now into this post-transition so far. Full dash with the O piece to the left. 2 singles, long bar for a Tetris. Another Tetris for Leo. Easy max out pace for him. 750, long bar. 781 into 24 for Leo. That's tenuous 1.1 pace. Tetris ready once again for Leo. Gets the Z piece quick tap. Gets a Tetris. The tenuous 1 point waste pace for Leo could become serious 1.1 pace instead. Tetris for Leo, 910 into 26. Longbar comes exactly as Leo became Tetris ready. Just waiting on the bar now. Taking the skims. No bars yet at level 27 for Leo. Finally, it does come. And take 3 more Tetrises. Bad S piece, bad O piece for Leo. As Hana, 938, must score the 2 remaining Tetrises as Leo suddenly tops out. Hana must score the remaining 2 Tetris and takes a single instead, which means that she cannot catch up anymore. Oh no. When both players are ready, and they are ready, let's count them down. Hana, you must win this game in order to win the 3rd set for the match to continue. Leo, if you win this game, you win the match. Simple as that. And they are both underway. Alright. Tetris for both players. Stacking nicely. Hana with a multitude of S pieces and O pieces. Longbar does come at the right time. Leo, now in a bit of a spot of bother. Not dangerous, but not great for pace. Gets a nicer O piece to clean it all up. And Leo is now perfectly clean once again. Takes a Tetris. 120. 28 lines. Hana finally scores the Tetris and is now already 2 Tetrises behind. Alright, 50 lines for Leo. Some good stacking. 216. Hana just waiting on the right piece to get Tetris ready. Does so. Now just waiting on the bar. O piece. Forced to take these skins. Finally, Longbar does come. 201 after 54 lines. Leo already ahead by about 3 Tetrises. Tetris for Leo. Nearly at the halfway mark. And Leo takes a double. 288 at the halfway mark. Maybe think about getting a 550 at minimum. 270 for Hana. Definitely think about almost a 550. We'll just have to see how these players will play out. Mendev level 18. Tetris for both players. 80 lines. 362 for Leo. Tetris for Hana. 340. Lead reduced to just a single Tetris. $400,000 has just been passed for Leo. Both players stacking really well. Not really much I need to commentate on. I only really need to commentate if either player gets into serious mishaps. Don't jinx it, Somalian. Tetris for Leo. 479 at 104 lines. I mean, when I'm quiet, it usually means I'm impressed. Leo? Oh my goodness me, that longbar could not have come at a better time. Those SP spirals are getting very dangerous. That was practically a bar of death for Leo, and the bar literally came at the perfect moment. Holy. The balls to put those S pieces up high, as high as that, and live to tell the tale. Are you kidding me? Anyway, 1 line to go for Leo. Takes a single skim. 559. 538 for Hana. Just 1 Tetris behind in pace. Either player can take this. Leo is threatening to win the match if he wins this game. Hana must win this in order to force the match to continue. Tetris for Hana, exactly what you need. Both players now neck and neck at level 20. Sneezing is not an option if you're in Hana's position. You must win. Tetris for Leo. Hana's now Tetris ready at level 20. Takes a skim. A little bit dangerous now. Leo also a little bit dangerous with the center well, but backs down out of it. No player scoring any Tetrises. Hana's left hand side a little bit dangerous, but takes a nice single to be able to re-access it. Both players take a Tetris at the same time. Both players remaining at neck and neck with each other. Leo completely clean at 23 scores a Tetris. Hana in the meantime needs to sort out the left hand side of the stack. Another Tetris for Leo. Now 2 Tetrises ahead. Hana's now Tetris ready, another Tetris for Leo. Into 24, 750. Needs that bar, the bar does come. Into 24, 700,000 flat for Hana. Takes a safety triple. As Leo having to do a few burns. Those rotations. I am definitely banning keyboard for next year. There's no doubt about that. But that's in the future, we're in the present. 800,000 for Leo at 25. Takes a Tetris. Nice single skin from Leo. Tetris 873. Another Tetris for Leo. It's Hana. Really needs to clean this up or it's all over. But Leo is just too good. Absolutely tearing the competition up. Another Tetris for Leo. 944 into 28. Another Tetris. And there's Leo waiting on the bar to come for the final Tetris. It does come. Holy moly. Oh, and Leo gets level 30. Oh gosh. Leo got the perfect pieces to get level 30 with that kind of stack. Congratulations, Leo. You will move on to the finals and guarantee yourself 20% of the prize pool.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.